Thank you for that kind introduction, John, and for my selection as the Distinguished Executive of the Year. I'm honored to receive this prestigious award. And good morning to all of you. It's a great pleasure to be here and a privilege to share the commencement ceremony with you today. Let me begin by first congratulating the class of 2009 and your families. Today marks the culmination of this phase of your journey. And you should be proud to receive your diploma today from a leading and well-respected learning institution like the Lake Forest Graduate School of Management. Your hard work, your determination, and your dedication have made this possible. And I know from my own experiences that this is a big achievement today. I know your experiences with the school's outstanding faculty and the collaborative learning environment will serve you well in your careers ahead. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'd like to offer my special congratulations to 3 graduates from ITW today: John Burrow, Susan Fisher, and Christopher Hagen. On behalf of your 60,000 colleagues at ITW around the world, we salute your achievement. We're proud to have you with us. Thank you. At ITW, we're proud to have more than 25 graduates from the Lake Forest Graduate School of Management on our team. You, the class of 2009, represent the managers of today who are poised to become the business leaders of tomorrow. You've already accomplished a great deal. Most of you already have good jobs. You now have an MBA from a top-rated business school and endless opportunities in front of you. So you may be asking, what is next? As someone who was in a similar position more than a few years ago, I can assure you achieving success in business is only one part of your life and of the challenges that you'll face ahead. You are graduating into a business and economic environment that is perhaps the most challenging since the Great Depression of the 1930s. Who would have thought less than a year ago that today our country's financial systems would require over $1 trillion of government investment to prevent a catastrophic collapse? Certainly not even the most pessimistic would have predicted this outcome. We can blame many people for this mess: business leaders, politicians, financial institutions, and yes, over-exuberant consumers, just to name a few. We can blame a number of factors: greed, unrealistic expectations, and ignoring risks, to highlight a few. But at a minimum, this economic crisis shows that clear failure of leadership on many fronts. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the challenging environment that you'll be working in, likely for some time. So we need your minds, we need your energy, and we need your leadership to make the positive changes required to create a stable and prosperous economy once again. Today represents a unique opportunity for leaders like you to put things on the right track again. Together, we can certainly do this. This morning, as you celebrate your graduation and you contemplate your future, I'd like to share with you 3 key messages I believe could be an important part of your future successes in your career as well as in your life. First, values-based leadership. Values will define you as a leader and represent what is important to you. It's the values you display in your life that will inspire others to follow. Second, life balance. Involvement and commitment not just to your careers, but in your families and in your communities as well. And third, global perspective. An understanding and appreciation of how connected our world is today and a willingness to embrace this reality with a passion. Particularly during these difficult times when leadership is needed the most, others will look to you for guidance. You will no doubt face many tough issues and decisions, but if you remember only one message from my remarks today, remember strong, values-based leadership is one of the keys to your success. Values that are rooted in trust and respect for those you work with and for those you serve. Rooted in integrity, to always do what is right, no matter the personal consequence. Rooted in humility and the ability to admit your mistakes and allow others to make mistakes. Some of life's greatest lessons are learned from your mistakes. Rooted in inspiration and the ability to motivate and inspire people to work together and to do their very best. And rooted in compassion, taking the time to understand the issues facing your people and how you can genuinely help them. As someone who relies on other people to help run our company, I can tell you that the top leaders of ITW, and for that matter, of most companies, share these characteristics. It would be difficult for them to succeed without them. I've seen people with seemingly sharp business acumen fall short of their potential because they have not had a strong values-based leadership approach. Remember, authority is given, but leadership must be earned. Your visible values are what inspire other people to follow. No matter what challenges you face, if you have a strong values-based leadership approach, you will certainly succeed. My second message is about balance. You may be surprised to discover a real challenge for most business leaders is creating balance in their lives. The need to balance your career, your family, and your other interests is certainly something all of you have faced as you pursued your degrees while working full-time. Too much focus on one dimension of your life can diminish the importance of the others. You have to focus and prioritize what is personally important to you, for even in the best world, there's never enough time. In your career, I have some simple advice. Focus on something you enjoy and have a passion for. Life is too short to stay stuck in a job or a career that doesn't excite you. Explore interesting ideas and spaces around your job, as this almost always leads to new opportunities. And now that you've completed your MBA, perhaps you'll even have some time to do this. Dedicate time to your family and make them a priority. I'm fortunate my wife Barbara has always helped me stay grounded and focused appropriately on my family. I can remember earlier in my career I had taken on some significant international responsibilities, and I had a heavy travel schedule. We had 2 young children, and she was great at figuring out what I needed to be involved in. She gave me that extra nudge that I often needed, convincing me that I had time to coach my son's baseball team and to support my daughter's competitive swimming aspirations, even if it meant I was in the dugout in a suit or taking a red-eye flight home to make that important swim meet. Remember, family is important. Don't shortchange them. You've spent a significant time dedicated to the pursuit of this degree you're receiving today, and I'm certain that your loved ones also provided you with tremendous support and encouragement and understanding these past few years. So please take a moment to salute your family and friends, many of whom are here today. And certainly make time to get involved in your communities. They also need your time and your talent and your leadership. Continue to volunteer and engage in helping make the world around you a little better, 1 hour at a time. I'm personally involved in a number of organizations. I'm proudly involved in Junior Achievement, an organization dedicated to improving the financial literacy of our youth. And the United Way, an organization that funds many critical social and human welfare organizations that serve our less fortunate in our communities every day. Your involvement in your community is extremely rewarding and is an important element in a balanced life. And finally, a few comments on developing a global perspective. As Thomas Friedman aptly titled his book, "The World is Flat and More Interconnected and Interdependent Than Ever Before." Your ability to lead effectively on a global platform will be essential to your business success as you advance in your careers. In my first international responsibility leadership role, I was responsible for a business in the south of France. After many months with limited success, I was concerned about the lack of progress. When I asked the local leadership team why this was, they responded, "Ce n'est pas l'Amérique, mais la France. Écoutez-nous, les venons." Loosely translated, you're trying to run this company like an American company, and we're not. Our culture, our issues, and our company are very different. What a revelation. When I stepped back and listened and learned and let them truly lead their business, they had tremendous success. As the CEO of a company with over 1,000 operations around the world and more than 35,000 of our people outside of the U.S., I have learned to listen and respect those that know their local markets, resources, and cultures better than me. Good ideas come from many places in your organizations, but you have to be an active listener to hear them. You need more than U.S.-centric business perspectives to operate today in our global business environment. So in conclusion, a strong, values-based leadership approach, a good balanced life, and a healthy global perspective are important pieces of a solid foundation for your future successes. Today is a day of great celebration and one of great expectations. Be proud of what you've accomplished. You've earned it. Be excited about the challenges ahead. They will be rewarding. And in the words of Albert Einstein, try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. My congratulations again to the class of 2009. Thank you.